Hello, guys. New episode of Me at Home. I hope you guys are doing extremely well. I'm doing great today. And today's video will be a little bit different from others I've made so far, but it's still about a very important topic which I think we have to discuss about. And you will let me know what are your thoughts in the comments if possible. And you know, because I've been making some observations of an increasingly rampant phenomenon which is taking place in my country and from my observations in many other African countries. And it is very dangerous what's taking place because I think this will greatly impact negatively our capabilities to develop ourselves and move to where we want to be in some years to come. So it is not a secret now that Africa is the land of opportunities by excellence because you know most parts of the world have already developed themselves. They have all the facilities as far as the education is concerned, the infrastructures, and whatever you can dream of. Okay, in most parts of the world, that's already been catered for, and it is still in Africa that you have a lot of things to do in terms of infrastructure, education, and whatever industry you can think of. There is still place and there are still things to do. That's why a lot of actors are rushing from other parts of the world to come in Africa because they know that here is where you are going to make the next big things. And that's also the reason why I decided to come back, because I want to be part of this, of the contributors, to this better future that we want to see to tomorrow. And like I told you, there's something that is very dangerous that's taking place in our countries. You know, in our quest to development, one of the most important assets of a country, of our countries as it is now, as the young demographic, that is the youth. And depending on how well the youth are groomed in a country, it will affect either positively or negatively the future perspectives of this country. And the problem that I am identifying right now in my country, Cameroon, is that of betting establishments or gambling businesses that are, I mean, you can find them every 100 meters as you're moving across the city and the different cities in the country. And it is very dangerous because many youth develop the mindset that if they want to make money, all they have to do is to put their money into a betting company and play whatever game they have to play and make that money. But what many people, or what many of this youth forget, is that nobody does this business or opens a business to lose. Because let me explain to you, if you don't know exactly how betting establishments make their money. When somebody tells you, this is how you're going to play, and if you succeed, and this, you win this, and it depends on how much amount you put at the beginning. So the thing is that this is gambling, and the probabilities of you succeeding every single time you play is close to zero, or I would say even less than zero. That's why if you tend to win once, twice, thrice the amount of times, you won't win every time. That means what? If you play, for example, 1,000 times, the chances for you to win 10 times are extremely low. And that's why a lot of these people will spend huge amount of money. And when I'm talking of huge amount of money, it might not look big to put, let's say, 1,000 francs CFA or 2,000 francs CFA every day. But when you calculate all of that in a year, that's a huge amount of money that you could have used to put in a business, okay, and start generating revenue. But unfortunately, a lot of youth are accustomed to this easy way of making money, and that's actually very, very harmful. I don't know how we're going to deal with that, because it's a societal issue right now here in Cameroon, and we need to address it. And what I find even more appalling is the promotion of this practice by so-called influencers, who in every of their videos, once they get a little amount of audience, all they do is to post this promo codes to these betting establishments. And I won't mention any name here, because I don't want anybody to know about this kind of establishments. And I don't expect anyone following me to join or to play any of this rubbish. But I think that's extremely dangerous, and I have a lot of disrespect, or of, I mean, I don't find the word, but I think we have to address this, and this is not the way to go if we want to make our continent, or our countries. Let's talk about our countries first before we can reach the continental level. Before we can reach that level, we need to make sure that the youths are setting themselves on the right path, and that is education, that is continuous training, that is, I mean, exposing ourselves to the right to the right things, so that we can really do the type of work that we have to do. And this is just a shout out, and I don't know how we're going to deal with that. But I personally, when I do have the opportunity to share with a young person like me, I try to show them another way. I try to tell them that there are different possibilities than to be gambling, or to be entering in any kind of devious behaviors or devious activities. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know what you think, and probably, I think this if you have any kind of solutions that you can share, please do share, and we have a discussion around that. Thank you for listening to the video so far, and I'll see you on the next. Ciao.